come to us. Things of what we do as being probabilistic. So at the level of the individual case, we only can say it's likely. And then I know from corresponding with you a little bit, this was a big issue. I mean, most people talk about it.
Well, certainly, because if all the episodes had gone like that first 5 minutes, we wouldn't have much story to tell. And that was it was one of the big problems early on in terms of if you've got a guy who can immediately read everything, well then, how are you going to stretch out the story over 42 minutes? You're going to have 5-minute television programs, which the network wouldn't be happy with, because they had to put those commercials in between them, So what we really struggled with, I think what we came to was, it's not about, and Sam loved to say this, was repeat this over and over in the writer's room, it's not if someone's lying, it's why, right? And you can know that someone is hiding an emotion, concealing an emotion, but you don't know why they're concealing that emotion. I'm concealing sadness. Why is that? What is underneath that sadness? And it could be related to the crime, but it could be not related at all. And so one of our standard tricks on Lie to Me is to have someone, showing a deep emotion, right? But that anger or sadness is not actually tied to the crime. It's totally unrelated.
Yeah, I didn't want to show it, but I was just thinking, might be worth after we heard from Paul. By the second episode, this really is what you did, and this is the episode you wrote, and there is a lie, but the whole episode is really about understanding where that lie is coming from, and it's not at all what you think. And I had that same feeling. I watched the first episode of Paul's House, and I thought, what are they going to do next week? And immediately, it was at that second level. So Paul, you want to talk about the sort of the general demeanor about
two issues. In the first show, Foster, his female accomplice in this activity. She's, I believe, supposed to be a clinical psychologist. She says to this really obnoxious assistant DA, he says, he's guilty, look, he looks guilty. And she says, but you don't know what he's guilty about. It took me 4 pages to explain that and tell him lies, and he did it in 15 seconds. So, many programs, they use that, and they, in some sense, trick the audience. Because the audience, I don't think anyone ever knows what's going to happen in the last 5 minutes. When suddenly you're going to find out it isn't what you're led to believe. It's another twist. You guys have a name for that. I can't remember what you call that.
The last reversal, the last...
But I read a weekly, I didn't have any intention of doing this, but I talked to Sam about what the police refer to as the CSI effect. And that is, you're creating false impressions in the public about how the police works. Well, this could be worse. You could be creating false beliefs about either the certainty or sometimes, like this terrible one they did in the first episode. Yeah, let's do that. I've got that one. A big struggle with that one. This is the.
Whenever we did something outright, we heard a lot about it. So that's try to fix it.
Okay, so
but I had nothing to do with this first episode.
Yeah.
I can't really take it. My episodes were
It's amazing. What was it? I hope this is one that Josh made. I remember that. So here, I think this is what we're talking about.
Excuse me. Due to an accident,